Hey, what's up? It's Symphony here. Subscribe to my brother Mr. Creepy as Hell channel, and when you're watching his videos,
make sure you stay in one piece.
My name is Marley, and I used to be a very rich and successful man, but now I'm working at a 9-to-5 dead-end job, trying to make ends meet. Like I said, I used to be very rich. I used to have a very successful business. I used to have a big house. I used to have it all, including a wife, but I lost it all after that really dangerous night. Those 3 masked people are the reason why I lost everything. And there is more to this. So, this happened 10 years ago. I was sitting high on my successful business. The business that I had was a company that I like to say rival Apple. We made tablets, phones, headphones as well. We made it all. But unfortunately, that all crashed and burned that night. After I got off from work, I was eagerly waiting to head home to my wife so I could start cooking for her. And when I got home, I greeted my wife. My wife's name is Shelly, and she's a really, really special woman. And I'm so happy I'm sharing my life with her. Well, I was sharing my life with her. That night we were cooking. We were gonna eat pasta and have wine and sit back and talk to one another about our day. As we were getting dinner together, we heard a knock at the door. "Oh, I get it," Shelly said in her bubbly personality. While Shelly was getting the door, I was still preparing food. As I was getting ready to put some water inside the pot to make some noodles, I heard Shelly scream. I immediately stopped doing what I was doing, and I ran to see why Shelly was screaming. But when I got to the front door, I saw something so terrifying that it really left me wondering just why. There were 3 masked people holding my wife at gunpoint. They all had animal masks on. I can tell 2 of them were men and 1 of them were women. One of the men held a gun towards Shelby's neck, while also holding his hands on her neck, squeezing it tight. I could see the pain in Shelly's eyes. She was gasping for air. And then that man said to me, "How you doing, Marley? Listen, I don't want to kill your wife. I don't want to harm her. I just want you to do something very simple for me. You do this, you and your wife will leave this unscathed, unharmed, and nothing won't happen. Alright? Now, here's the demand. You have a really successful company. I want it. I got some papers inside of this bag right here. I want you to sign over that successful company to me and this house. If you can't do that, I'm gonna kill your precious wife." Okay, so if I sign over the house and my business and everything that I own, you'll let me and Shelly go. You'll let us go unscathed, I asked the man, while having some kind of hope that he would let us go. Then Shelly responded with, "Marley, what are you doing? Don't sign over nothing. If you do sign over everything to them, they're still gonna kill us." Well, Shelly, I've always been a risk taker. And to be honest with you, everything that I work for is not worth our lives. Besides, I love you too much to throw away your life for a company. So, I'm gonna sign it over. You guys go ahead and give me the paperwork, and I'll do it quickly. But then after that, you need to let us go. Alright, we'll leave out of here. We'll do whatever you want. Just let us go, I told Shelly. So, after I said I was gonna sign it, the man came over with the documentations, and I signed everything over. The business that I owned and our house. Soon after that, the man looked over it, and he nodded his head like he was trying to say that everything was perfect. He turned to me and told me, Well, Marley, you did exactly what we wanted. And now, you lost your company and this house. Get out of the house right now before we kill you. Alright, Shelly, let's go. Let's get out of here. We'll figure out what we're going to do next once we get out of this house before they change their mind and kill. I stopped mid-sentence after seeing something that made me flabbergasted. My jaw literally dropped to the floor. If this isn't the biggest betrayal, I don't know what is. Standing next to the 3 masked robberies was Shelly. And she was standing there with this grin that gave me chills. She looked completely different from her usually bubbly and cheerful self. The grin that she gave me was so evil and malicious. Marley, how dumb do you think I am? I saw all of your texts and emails about how you're going to divorce me and make sure I don't get a penny from all the money that you earned. I'm not going to let that happen. So, let's just say that I kind of fooled you. Yeah, I hired these 3 people here to gun you down, but to make it look like they were killing me just so you could sign over everything that you have. And now that you did, I own your business and this house. Now, if you want to divorce me, go right ahead. Oh, matter of fact, I have the divorce papers right here. I'll let you sign them. And if you don't, well, I'll just kill you. Shelly said to me with a malevolent tone. Then I watched Shelly grab the gun from the man that held her hostage earlier, and she pointed it towards me. And she demanded me to sign the divorce papers. You're right, Shelly. I was going to divorce you, and I am. But the reason why I'm divorcing you because the baby that you're carrying is not even mine. You were sleeping around with other men while I was at work. How can I be trustful towards a woman who does that? I work hard. I cook for you. I do everything to make you happy. And this is how you repay me by cheating on me? So yeah, I am divorcing you. Also, Shelly, one more thing. You're nothing but a fucking gold-digging bitch. You only want to be with me for my wealth. I saw all your emails and text messages you were sending to your friends, saying that you were going to get a divorce from me and clean me out dry, to the point I'm almost going to be on the street begging people for money. I knew you were trouble, but wow, to fake a robbery. And you had me to sign everything off. Wow, you are a piece of shit, I said to Shelly. After that, she didn't say a word, but instead, she went up towards me and she grabbed a knife and she stabbed me in my chest super hard. I remember I was suffocating and I couldn't breathe and I passed out. A couple of days later, and I woke up in the hospital. I couldn't remember who I was at first, but after I was able to remember, I got a hold of some officers and told them about what happened. But unfortunately, my ex-wife changed her name, and to make matters even worse, the money that I had saved up in my banking account was all gone. I was really angry at Shelly, but I was more angry at myself. Despite finding out what she was doing, I was a fool trying to protect her during the robbery, giving up everything that I worked for just to keep her safe. But all the while, she had this all planned. Now she's living a lovely lifestyle off of something I worked hard to make and create. And now, several years later, I'm struggling. I'm working at a dead-end job, and I'm barely able to afford rent. It's crazy, huh? I was able to buy houses like they were nothing. Now I can't even barely pay my rent. Life has gone downhill for me, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to reclaim my life, and I'm going to become successful again. This is just a really big step back for me, and it's okay. And Shelly, if you're out there watching, karma is coming for you. You're not gonna get away with what you done to me and think you're just gonna live a wonderful life. If I was you, I would watch over my shoulders.